Okay, so for those who don't remember Call for an Uprising was and still is a creator who used to make videos beginning with him going, "This is a call for an uprising," and he never once put any soundproofing in that bunker that he lives in. I guess it would have to be a bunker, but apparently he has an email newsletter where he still sends people all kinds of crazy conspiracy stuff. My history with Call is him basically threatening to hurt me or hurt my family. This was a conflict from years and years and years, or not years and years and years ago, but like 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere around there. He said, the guy who's threatening you, I mean, it was 4 years ago. He's not been threatening me since then, at least not that I know of. He's basically fallen off my radar since he stopped having access to YouTube, I guess. But in that time, it looks like he has continued his weird conspiracy bent. And Stoff has sent me a couple of these for us to look over. One saying that Trump's fake death is imminent. They're telling you that a third and final assassination act is coming. Like the other assassinations on Trump were all acts? Is Call's position that all of the assassination attempts on Trump have actually been an act and not actually things that actually happened? That's really, really fucking dumb. So for one, let's talk about the first assassination, right? The one that everybody knows, the one where he did the fist pumping in the air. While Trump did all kinds of things that were really irresponsible and really stupid, that's what I expect of Trump. Mr. Malachi says there already were 3 assassination attempts, though, right? In the early time, I believe that there was the one guy who was, like, in a bush who attempted it, and then there was another one later. So maybe there were 3, but the one that everybody knows, the initial one, his ear did get clipped, and he did end up, he did put a bandage on it and stuff. Everybody did their whole weird cult-like bandage on their ear in solidarity. Like, it was a whole situation. But I believe that an attempt on his life did, in fact, happen. The idea that Trump tried to do the, like, fist pump of the air thing, that's just his media training. That's him trying to get the best possible picture of himself in all situations that he can get. I have no reason to believe that that assassination attempt was not real for some fucking reason. Nakia Bree said his ear healed too quick. His ear was clipped by a piece of debris. I don't know if that's the case. I am not an expert, so I will not try to claim expertise. But I do believe that an attempt on his life was made. I don't think it was an act in any way, shape, and form. So Carl's sitting here going like, yep, that was an act, and all of these other ones, it's all going to be a big stage play as well. Just weird as shit to me. The next one was Operation Fury is the Greater Israel plan for Trump and the Synagogue of Satan's Antichrist Temple. These people will tie anything they can into some weird fucking prophecy. Now, don't get me wrong. The reason that we established the state of Israel in the first place was because of the Seven Mountains Mandate and the want to bring about the apocalypse. That sounds weird and conspiratorial and stupid, and that's because it is, but it is, in fact, a thing that happened. Look up the Seven Mountains Mandate. Look up that whole situation. It is a wild, wild, wild conspiracy ride of a bunch of people who tried to influence United States politics to get us to do a lot of shit to bring about the end of the world, because the end of the world means that we can get the rapture happening and all that fun shit. The Seven Mountains Mandate is about trying to speed up that process. It's crazy. And if you think that it can't happen, just ask yourself the question, how many of your friends or family are hardcore Christians and talk about getting ascended up into the clouds every other day? Like, it's not an uncommon belief, specifically. Then we have this last one, casualties of a fake war. Fake war? What does a fake war look like? Does it look any different than a real war? How would you determine a fake war, Call? Casualties of a fake war, sacrificing children to Baal and forcing you into Oh, it's a slur. Flagmobiles. Call them flagmobiles. But just take the L out because Call already took that ages ago. So, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? So we have so much to break down here. Casualties of a fake war. What does a fake war look like specifically compared to a real war? How are children being sacrificed to Baal? And how is that any different than us bombing a fucking school, right? And then forcing you into flagmobiles? What is a flagmobile? I need to know. There are people in my audience right now who desperately want to be shoved in a flagmobile because it's the only way that any of them are getting laid. So, please explain, Call. I have no idea what the hell that is. Point is, dude is apparently still just completely psychopathic. But the thing is that he has an audience of people who are paying him money to feed them this delusion, this alternate reality, so that they can feel constantly oppressed, persecuted. I'm not 100% certain. If you're a Call fan, which I doubt there are any watching this video, please let me know what the fuck is his appeal, because I am so confused. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.